Augustine of Hippo, Confessiones 1, Episode 5. Quis te invocat nesciens te, aliud enim pro alio potest invocardere nesciens, an potius invocardres ut sciardres, quomodo autem invocabunt, inquem non crediderunt, aut quomodo credent sine praedicante. Augustine continues here his dialogue with the Lord, and he says, Quis, who, calls upon you, when he does not know you. Quis is masculine singular nominative, it's the subject. Invocat is the verb, clearly, and te, masculine singular accusative, with reference to God, is the object. Nesciens is also nominative, and thus it modifies quis, and thus it serves like quis as the subject of invocat. Nesciens is a participle, and because it's an active participle, it can take an object, and here it does. It takes te. Nesciens we could translate as temporal and say when, or we could translate the participle as concessive and say although. Who calls upon you when he does not know you? Or who calls upon you although not knowing you? Here's the reason why this is a problem. For, Augustine says, enim, in not knowing you, nesciens, he is able, potest, to call upon one thing, aliud, instead of another. In other words, being ignorant of God means that when seeking to call upon him, we could call upon something other than God accidentally. Pro is the preposition. It takes the ablative only, and here it's taking alio, masculine singular, and ablative. But aliud is neuter, to show the generalization which Augustine intends. And now another thought occurs to Augustine, or rather, maybe it's like this. You are called upon, invocaris, in order that you might be known. Invocaris is an indicative. It's a second singular passive indicative, and it's followed by this ut clause, which I'm taking as a purpose clause, and it has sciaris, which is a second singular passive subjunctive. Are you called upon in order that you may be known, sciaris? But, autem, how will they call upon someone? Autem here, this conjunction has two basic meanings. It is adversative, translated as however, and sometimes it can be continuative, translated as moreover, or something in that vein. I think this is an instance of the adversative. So we would say, but how will they call upon him in quem, him in whom they have not believed, crediderunt. Invocabunt, third plural, future, crediderunt, third plural, and perfect. This suggests to Augustine another question. Or how will they believe? Credent is a third plural, future, indicative active, from the third conjugation verb credo, credere. How will they believe? Sine praedicante, without someone preaching. And this participle, in the masculine, singular, and ablative, is from the first conjugation verb praedico, praedicare, which means to preach, to say something before. Although this is an adjective, we can take it as a substantive and refer it to a person without someone who preaches. He's quoting from Romans chapter 10, verses 14 and following. If you have not read Augustine's Confessions before in translation, you might consider reading this one in the Oxford World's Classics series, translated by Henry Chadwick. It's an excellent translation.